In 2021, FTX was the crown jewel of the crypto world, a multi-billion-dollar exchange promising to revolutionize money itself. Billboards in Times Square, celebrity endorsements from Tom Brady and Larry David, politicians singing praises. And at the center of it all, a scruffy, soft-spoken, hoodie-wearing genius, Sam Bankman-Fried. But what no one knew was that behind the glowing screens and billion-dollar valuations, FTX wasn't a financial miracle. It was a house of cards, built on deception, arrogance, and lies. This is the story of how a crypto empire worth $32 billion vanished overnight, and how the world discovered the biggest lie in digital finance. Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, was no ordinary 20-something. Born to Stanford law professors, raised in privilege, yet drawn to the thrill of complex systems and risk. At MIT, he studied physics, but his real obsession was arbitrage, finding small price gaps and turning them into massive profit. After a short stint on Wall Street, he spotted his big break. Bitcoin traded at higher prices in Japan than in the US. Sam saw free money, and he took it. In 2017, he launched Alameda Research, a crypto trading firm, and just 2 years later, FTX. The vision? To build a safe, transparent exchange for everyday investors. What he really built was a machine for illusion. In just 18 months, FTX exploded into a global phenomenon. Slick marketing, intuitive design, and SBF's boy genius persona made investors line up to hand him billions. He wore cargo shorts, drove a Toyota Corolla, and talked about effective altruism, the idea of earning money only to give it away. He promised ethics, honesty, and a new future for finance. FTX's logo appeared on arenas, sports jerseys, even Super Bowl ads. Investors didn't ask questions because everyone wanted in. But what they didn't know was that FTX's books were hiding a secret so big it would burn the entire empire down. Behind the scenes, FTX and Alameda Research weren't separate at all. They were one tangled web of money, power, and deceit. Customer deposits on FTX, billions of dollars, were quietly siphoned into Alameda's trading accounts. Why? Because Alameda was losing money, fast. SBF used customer funds to cover those losses, buying luxury real estate, making political donations, and funding risky bets. The company printed its own currency, FTT token, and used it as collateral to borrow even more. In plain terms, they were propping up fake money with more fake money. It worked until someone looked too closely. On November 2nd, 2022, a bomb dropped. A leaked balance sheet showed that Alameda's assets were mostly FTT tokens, created and controlled by FTX itself. It was a revelation that spread like wildfire. Suddenly, everyone wanted their money out. Binance, FTX's biggest rival, announced it would dump all its FTT holdings. Within hours, FTX faced a bank run, billions withdrawn in a single day. SBF assured users, assets are fine, but they weren't. By November 11th, FTX was bankrupt, $8 billion missing. Customers, gone. Confidence, shattered. Crypto's golden child had become the villain of his own empire. The collapse sent shockwaves through the global economy. Investors lost life savings. Crypto firms shut down overnight. Celebrities deleted tweets, and regulators finally woke up. SBF, once hailed as the savior of crypto, was now under investigation for fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy. In court, prosecutors described FTX as one of the biggest financial frauds in U.S. history. The boy who promised to change the world had simply played God with other people's money. And when the curtain fell, the world learned that integrity isn't built on tokens or trust, but truth. The FTX collapse wasn't just about crypto. It was a warning, a reminder that greed, hype, and hero worship can blind even the smartest investors, that transparency matters more than innovation, and that sometimes the biggest scams wear the friendliest smiles. As Sam Bankman-Fried awaits justice, the world still asks one question: how did no one see it coming? Because when billions are at stake, the truth isn't just hidden, it's buried under the glitter of lies. If you found this story captivating, hit subscribe, because the next empire built on lies is already rising.
You are watching Hidden Ledger, uncovering the truth behind the world's biggest business lies. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, and turn on your notifications to get a front row seat in the next episode.